Hey, aloha. This is Ashtart, and I am doing a pick a card love reading for you guys. It's Thursday. This is a timeless reading. I just felt like saying it was Thursday for some reason. Hope you're doing well. So I'm using my Energy Oracle cards and my Stone Circle Oracle card decks, and I'm going to put them into 3 piles, and you can pick from pile 1, 2, or 3. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, still sticky. It's like did not want to come apart. Okay, so we got 3 decks there. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going, little card? And right there. Okay, great, perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and pick whichever deck that you most want to use, and if I remember, I'll put the timestamps in the comments, and if I don't, please go ahead and do that for me. Thanks. Okay, so if you picked your deck, we'll get started with deck 1, and this is a reading for love, your love situation. Just whatever you need to know most right now. Maybe based on some of the other readings you've been watching, or whatever current developments are going on in your life, or just if you need some more guidance and reassurance, figuring things out. Ooh, well, that's really interesting. We got an angel card and a fallen angel card, like both. That's really interesting. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. Magician in the mirror. Door to personal healing and happiness, and man holding a coin. Interesting. And then fallen muse and protector. Very cool. So for you, my dear viewer, who's watching for deck number 1, these seem like 2 people to me. And you might even see yourself and your partner or your potential love mate in these cards, because it's really screaming to me like these people are matched. These people are supposed to be together. And one person has fought really hard, done a lot of work, fought through the fire, and put on their divine armor and taken their divine wings. And I feel like that's for you guys that are watching this. For the viewer that's watching this, this is you. You're the divine angel. And for your counterpart, for most of you, and you can switch it if that resonates better, but your divine partner is this fallen muse card, which is really interesting. So your divine partner is going through it. And I know, like, I watch a lot of readings, and I know most of the time when I watch a reading, it'll be like, oh, your divine partner misses you so much. I always like to go a little bit deeper, because I feel like that helps you out. I'm not saying that's not true. They probably do miss you, but I want to tell you, like, more about what's going on in their core, because then that will also help you to understand, and maybe even to burn away what should not be there, right? You see, like, their wings are kind of on fire. The darkness is being burned away, and the light is coming out underneath. So the rest of this, they're saying, is about your divine counterpart, actually. So for your divine counterpart, this is really interesting, because these are all very positive cards, and it doesn't seem to resonate with this immediately, right? Like, oh my God, they're having such a really bad time. Okay, I had to let the spirits like recalibrate me. So for your divine counterpart, we have this door to personal healing and happiness. This is a strange message, which is why it's like, what am I hearing? But okay, it's a strange message, but your divine counterpart basically got everything that they wanted, and that's why they're so unhappy. That's a really strange message. They got everything they wanted, and that's why they're so unhappy. When I do spirit work, a lot of the time, if we take on something that is not actually in alignment with our spirit. Like this is a really spirit core image, right? Like your inner divine being, but this person's inner divine being is fallen. So when we align ourselves with things that conflict with our inner divine beings, we're going to be in a lot of freaking pain. Like not even a little bit of pain, but like the worst possible pain. And so from an ego perspective, they say, right, the ego, but just like your personal wants, and it says door to personal healing and happiness, I feel like that personal is really important. Like this person kind of selfishly said, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have everything that I want. I'm going to have like all these things. I'm going to walk through this door. And instead of healing them, it's hurting them. And but they did win. They got everything they wanted. They became really wealthy, or they're bringing in a lot of wealth, or their job is going to lead to a lot of wealth. Like they're in that path of having a lot of wealth. And the magician in the mirror. So there's a lot of ways to read this. The way it's coming through for me today is that this person basically has two choices. And we have this blue and this kind of like orange red and this infinity symbol. This infinity symbols can be like signs of like twin flames, right? And this person's wearing white, which is kind of a purity, like their soul, like their inner soul desire. They have two choices. And they have one choice which is going towards you, but it requires burning up everything that they gained. And they're kind of freaking out about it. And it's not a minor decision. It's a very difficult and very hard decision. So what your guides are advising for you is newly risen. For you, the viewer watching this, keep focusing on your path. You see that phoenix is like the newly risen, right? Keep focusing on your path and keep focusing on who you are, why you're here, and what you need to do here on the planet. Just keep being a beautiful warrior, creator, muse, divine being. Your partner is probably going through some dark night of the soul, and they'll need you to basically be there in your divinity when they've burned away everything that, doesn't serve their soul. Okay. I hope that helps you guys out, and thanks for watching. And if you need more targeted services, check out the description box. I will talk to you later. Okay, great. For people that picked deck number 2, just taking a deep breath to clear my energy from the last reading. I use a lot of breath work. Maybe because, I don't know, I have a lot of air in my chart. Okay, so we have appreciation, yin yang, and door to romance. And they're saying wait to pick those out. Okay, so for you guys that picked deck number 2, your romance life is taking off, my dear. And for some of you, it's a long time coming. Like, I see this dark, like, keyhole. And there's kind of darkness in your heart a little bit still. That's kind of left over. You're kind of still in the cage, even though the doors are open. You're kind of still hesitant to walk through and walk into romance fully, even though the cage has been unlocked. So your guides are really saying that they want you to fill your own heart with light. Like, everything that you need for a beautiful love relationship is being opened up for you now. You're being allowed to step through the doors into a beautiful romantic situation. And just like I took some deep breaths to clear my energy, right? You might need to do some yoga, get some Reiki done, or other sorts of self-healing practices to just clear out everything that was kind of dark and keeping you stuck. And just realigning your energy, coming back into total balance with yourself, which I'm hearing you're very out of balance right now. And they're not blaming you. They're not saying it's your fault. It's not your fault. You have been through a lot of things. And they drove me to 22 and 33 on these cards, which is really cool. So those might be numbers that mean something significant to you. Your you're unbalanced, and partially it's just the past, right? Everything that you've stored up in your body, everything you stored up in your heart, and that you haven't let go of yet. And letting go of everything that's really hurting you, everything that's in your heart that's painful, is going to like kind of automatically bring you into balance, they're saying. And then appreciation. Your guides are really strongly telling me that you can really enhance your life by appreciating things every single day, appreciating beautiful things around you, finding things to give to yourself, finding ways to appreciate yourself, telling yourself that you're beautiful or handsome and wise and strong, just gassing yourself up, you know? You're the shit. You're the shit, truly. And you're so awesome. And just like telling yourself how awesome you are and appreciating people when they give you compliments and looking for the ways that you have what you want. Just, you know, gratitude grows things. I was thinking about that quote from Oprah earlier today. She said the most important thing, advice you could give to anyone, is just to have gratitude, which I felt was incomplete, even though it's great advice, because it's more. I feel like it's more about like just looking at what's in your life and expecting it to grow, which we often call gratitude, right? We say an appreciation. But that doesn't necessarily come through just saying appreciation. So what it's saying is look at the things in your life that are good and expect them to grow. Just focus on those things you love and expect to get more of that, and you will. And then, what are they saying? They're saying turn it over. Ooh, okay. So at the bottom of the deck here, we have Madame Pele, and she lives in Kilauea Volcano on Big Island in Hawaii. And I lived on Big Island for like 4 years. It's a great place. And Madame Pele brought me there. I had a vision of her. It was like really intense. So she's a really strong goddess. Like, she doesn't play around. And she's also a huge blessing. And Big Island is a really abundant and beautiful place full of aloha, like true love spirit, where people just really love each other. And it's not, you know, no one's really, they're really honest with each other too. Like, no one really bullshits each other. No one really, you know, tries to manipulate each other. It's just like open honesty, naked love, and just like true aloha, right? And so, you know, appreciation, like, just bringing all the good and bringing more of that into your life is bringing you into balance in a way, right? The balance card, bringing you into balance where you can have kind of just a more calm, peaceful, steady, stable, blessed, abundant life. So your love situation is really wonderful. Really great things are happening. And that's the advice for you, to help those things keep coming in. I hope that that blesses you and helps you out. And I will talk to you later. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Bye. All right. If you picked deck number 3, this is the reading I have for you. I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths to kind of clear out my energy really quick. I always use breath to clear myself. Helps a lot. I'm really air oriented. So you probably saw when I was kind of going like this, I was like, why do I feel the need to go like that? At the bottom of the deck, we have woman holding a heart, which I'm not really being drawn to pull for you, but for those of you that this is a huge sign, that's a huge sign. So, you know, if you needed to see this, that's the card that is like, hey, you need to see that. But these are your cards. Okay. Oh, and now I see why they wanted to show you that first. It's like, okay, there is hope. You know, woman holding a heart. There is hope in the world. And I'll pull it. They don't want me to read it, but I'll pull it just so you can see it. Number 44. Oh, beautiful. Did they want more? No, they just want this one. Okay. So, for you guys that chose deck number 3. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and anxiety. So for your love situation, Well, in the first place, you have really great cards. So your guides are being really gentle with you through me. They're like, be very gentle with them because they're worried. They're worried, they're concerned. There's a lot of things going on. Just be gentle with them. So they're wanting me to be really gentle with you. They had me show this card to you, and they pulled this card, Yamaya, which is the Oshun Yoruba goddess from West Africa of like love and beauty in the ocean, like one of the most beautiful goddesses from West Africa, and like a mermaid, clearly, right? And she has this huge festival that's all love. Um, so you are love, my friend. You are love. You're surrounded by an ocean of love. They want me to be really positive for you, and they're encouraging you also. You have beauty, you have grace, you have an amazing body, you have many gifts to offer to your lover. You're an amazing partner. You're well made. You're really quite beautiful and quite divine, and they're just like really propping you up a lot. The world card, the world has got you down. Basically, is like the vibe I'm getting off this card. The world has got you down. Um, they're saying like too many worldly concerns, paying too much attention to the concerns of the world, when you should be in this kind of divine love energy, just like being love. You're really focused on all the fighting and violence and chaos and sadness, and maybe in your own family too for a few of you. But a lot of you is like watching the news, going on social media, and reading newspapers, going outside and seeing terrible things in the like newsstands, and just being really overwhelmed. So that's causing a lot of anxiety, and that is kind of clogging your seventh chakra, which is your crown chakra, which is hurting your love situation, my friend. Um, we need to keep this chakra clear and open to receive divine presence, divine love, which you already have within you, but God, divine presence, is always trying to funnel more information and love into you. And you're kind of blocked off with all these worldly concerns. And if you are not open in your crown chakra, then your love connection cannot come to you, because we download it first, they're telling me, through the crown chakra. Before we even get like any bodily presence, we download every love inspiration through our crown chakra first. So you're being really encouraged, dear, to kind of stop paying so much attention to the terrible things, stop fighting on social media, stop, being really aggressive with people you don't know who are strangers on the internet. Just kind of let all of that go and stop focusing on the world, and be in this ocean of love. That's really the most precious gift that you can give to yourself and to others. One more card. The reading might stop. If it does, I'll just do a part two. Okay, so we have Nephthys and Isis, and we have Mother Stone. So the really last thing is that you kind of need to work on some of your mother issues, also maybe some sister issues or friends, best friends, that have like hurt you or betrayed you or like injured you in some way. There's a lot of pain around that. And again, they're stressing so much. You're beautiful, you're perfect, you're amazing and well made. But you do have some issues to kind of work out, and that will help alleviate your anxiety and help clear your crown chakra so you can bring your beautiful love situation clearly into your life. That's all I have for you. I hope that helps. I will talk to you later. Bye.